Okay, that's looking good. Looks like all systems are go. So let's begin. Welcome, everyone. This is Docket 4280 ER108, the application of Northwestern Wisconsin Electric Company for authority to adjust electric rates. My name is Michael Newmark, the Administrative Law Judge for the Public Service Commission. We're here on Zoom and also in the Grantsburg Village office for the party and public session in this case. What we're doing here is creating the record. The record will be the documents and information available to the decision maker. So the decision maker will review the record and make a decision on the application. Specifically, we'll be receiving documents that the utility filed and that commission staff has filed. We'll get those documents verified under oath, and they'll be admitted as exhibits to the record. We'll also take comments from the utility and commission staff if they wish to add something to the record at this time. And then we'll move on to collect public comments. We have one member of the public in the room at this point. But at that time, I'll invite the public to make a comment, and it'll be basically the same format. You'll see how I take the positions from the utility and commission staff. So we'll just repeat that for the public. And so just wanted to note that we are receiving written comments for the record. They need to be filed with the commission by October 6th, either through the commission's website or by US mail. So that's the process to file a written comment. Otherwise, you can speak today. That's another way to get your comment in the record, and your comment will then be reviewed by the decision maker. Now, in this case, the record will be forwarded to Kate Christensen, the division administrator for the Division of Energy Regulation and Analysis, as part of our commission. So the administrator will review the record and make the decision in the case. And then an order will issue based on that decision, written order. It'll be posted on the commission's website and emailed to the utility. So let's begin with the utilities documents. There's quite a few, but we'll try to break this up a little bit. We have utility personnel connected here who can verify these. First of all, the application document and data requests, responses. On this list, we also have the public notice. So let's get the public notice verified first, and then we'll take the more technical documents. So who do we have in attendance that can verify the public notice for us?
John.
Well, oh, good. I see John's back. He didn't see him at first. So I can have John I guess swear in, and then we can verify.
Yes, we'll swear him in. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. Is it Bolt? William Bolt?
Bolte. You said it correctly.
Okay, I had it right the first time. And
Yes.
so I guess I failed to understand, failed to remember. I know I recognize you, but you're an attorney representing the utility. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah. So we'll call your first witness, and we'll swear him in. And this is John Richards, correct?
That's correct.
So raise your right hand, and you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right. So I'll pass you on to your attorney and have him take it from here.
Great. Thank you. Mr. Richards, can you state your name for the record, please?
John Richards.
And what's your occupation?
I am president of Northwestern Wisconsin Electric Company.
Okay. And so I guess the first document that we're just going to verify before we talk about any of the others is the notice of the hearing. And that may be being pulled up. But did you are you aware whether a notice of hearing was posted?
I am.
Okay. And did it say what the hearing date was?
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, sir.
Yes,
And did it say the location?
yes,
And did it say the how to access or how to participate in the hearing today?
yes.
Okay. Um, and there is a document on the screen right now purporting to be the notice of hearing. Do you recognize this document?
I do.
And is this the document that you were referring to?
It is.
Okay. Um, so then ALJ Newmark, I guess I'd move to have this admitted into the record.
Okay. Yeah, and let me just clarify. So I think the question you asked witness was if the document was posted, but let me just ask the witness how did the utility distribute this notice to its customers? Can you tell us?
They were mailed to the customer.
Okay. All right, and they'll be in a special mailing or in a bill insert?
They were mailed as part of the bill.
Okay. All right, great. Yeah, I can receive that document. We actually don't need to go through each document individually at this point. Uh, if you'd allow me, Attorney Bolte, I can quickly sort of
If you're
handle the.
sure, I can. I can do the rest of them all as one.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's fine. So why don't we proceed?
So then, Mr. Richards, did you have a chance to review the documents associated with this case? They'd be listed as the exhibits that are on the screen.
Yes,
And to the best of your knowledge, were those documents complete and correct?
yes,
And were they prepared under your supervision?
yes,
Okay. So then ALJ Newmark, I'd also move that the rest of the documents be admitted into the record.
All right, great. That's so ordered. Thanks.
Absolutely. And then Mr. Richards, does the company, and I guess by that I mean Northwestern Wisconsin Electric Company, do they accept the commission staff's cost of service study and rate design?
yes.
Um, does the company agree with their decisions, with the commission staff's decisions in the study and rate design?
Yes.
Okay. Was there anything that you disagree or that the company, Northwestern Wisconsin Electric Company, disagree with the commission or the commission staff in this case?
Northwestern Wisconsin Electric believes shareholders were unnecessarily harmed due to the time it took to process this case. Ultimately, Northwestern needs rate relief. This ruling provides some of that, but the 2 years it took to process the case represent a necessary revenue loss due to the fact that the new rates were not in place in a reasonable amount of time.
Um, and so how, I guess just a little bit more. So how did the delay the mean that the customers are harmed?
The shareholders were harmed.
Or I'm sorry, that the shareholders were harmed.
The loss of revenue associated with not having rates in place in a timely manner.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to put on the record today, sir?
No,
Okay. Um, so then with that, I've completed my questioning, ALJ Newmark, and Mr. Richards is available for cross-examination, if any.
All right. Does commission staff have any questions for the witness? No, not hearing anything. Okay. All right. So you're excused. Thank you, witness Richards. Does the utility have any other witnesses to call?
No, sir.
All right. Okay, so we'll move on to commission staff. We have the revenue requirement exhibit, so we'll have Kane's doing that one, right? Kane Coronado, yes. All right, so I'll ask you to, I'll swear you in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, and so you're familiar with the revenue requirement revised, is that correct?
That is correct.
And is it complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
It is.
Okay, do you have any comments?
I do not.
All right. I will then turn to cost service study and rate design with Andrew Fisher. Swear you in. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
And are you familiar with the cost service study and rate design exhibit?
Yes, I am.
Is it complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, it is.
Do you have any comments?
I do have one comment actually.
Okay.
The utility brought to my attention today, there's one small error, and I was hoping we could discuss it now and correct it.
All right. Go ahead.
We noted that the tariff book in the exhibit, which is Exhibit 2, Schedule 6 of the cost of service and rate design exhibit, the tariff book on Schedule CP5 has the incorrect rates. And I can just read out the correct rates for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
That works. So the correct rates for Schedule CP5, and these correct rates are reflected in Schedule 2 and 3 of my exhibit. Exhibit 2, Schedule 2 and 3. So they're in this exhibit, but it's just unfortunately the tariff book had this error in it. So the correct rates for the tariff book are $100 per month for the customer charge. So this will be for CP5, so it should just be 3 or 4 pages down from there. So the correct rate, it should be $100 for the customer charge, which is reflected correctly there. And then it should be $2.25 per kilowatt for distribution demand, $8 per kilowatt for bill demand, this $3 credit per kilowatt for the control demand, and then it should be 8.5 cents or 0.0850 per kilowatt hour on peak, and then 6.5 or 0.0650 off peak for energy. And those are the correct rates, and those are reflected, like I said, in other areas of my exhibit.
Okay.
And I can update this schedule in the final decision to show the correct rates.
Okay, that's good. And I think I heard you say for the $8 charge, you said it was billed demand. Is that what you said?
Yeah, right there under distribution demand, we have demand charge. It should be $8 per kilowatt of on-peak bill demand.
Okay, I see. So, but in terms of the underlying title, it's demand charge. Should be $8. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Yeah, if we could just so that information's also posted in the record in other places. So this is just correcting essentially a typographical error. And if you could have that, so I think the record is clear about that, and if the commission or if the decision maker does accept the rates being proposed, the final tariff will reflect the changes you've indicated here today. That makes sense to me. I think you had mentioned that the utility had agreed, and I think based on what I've heard witness Richard say that I don't think the utility needs to add anything more to that statement. If there's a dispute about this change, it's just I guess the utility should bring it up when I open you up to cross-examination. But at this point, I think it's clear that this is an error that we're all agreeing to. So, so with that, is there anything else you wanted to add?
I have nothing else to add.
Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, I guess I didn't ask I didn't ask utility if they had any questions for witness Coronado. Usually there are none, but let me ask since we did raise some information here, did the utility have any questions for witness Fisher?
No, sir.
All right. Great. All right. So at this point, we have all the documents identified and checked in for the record. So now we can have an opportunity for members of the public to comment. And like I mentioned before, no members of the public are on Zoom, but I believe we have a customer in the Grantsburg office. So if you would mind just sliding that, or maybe we could have the customer just sit where John is sitting now. Oh, there. Oh, that's fine. You're good. Close enough.
Hello.
All right, great. So did you wish to make a comment?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me swear you in.
Oh,
Raise
okay.
your right hand. Swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
All right, give us your name, please.
My name is Travis Swanson.
All right, go ahead.
One of the things I'd like to mention on here, I noticed this is a kind of a trend on throughout the whole states, is that like on the residential plans, like RG1 and RG2, they don't mention anything about when you do go over the 20 kilowatt limits, for example, for Grantsburg, for Northwestern Electric. Until, it mentions that in the CPE rates, the small power, commercial power, whatever you want to call it. In hindsight, once you're on it, you see that, but if you're on a residential plan, it doesn't mention anything of going over on that. So I believe, I think that should be added in there. So it's more explicit on showing some like, hey, you're on this plan. This is what happens if you go over.
Okay, and which rate are you talking about specifically?
And RG2.
Okay. And just for my understanding, what do you mean by going over?
Well, I mean, it's so if you go to CP1 plan, it says 20 kilowatts through 200 kilowatts.
Right.
Yep. So if you're using between those two, then you have to be on the CP1 plan.
Yep.
But
Mhm.
on the RG1 plan, it doesn't mention that. Like if you go over 20 kilowatts, I believe that should be added in there on the regional or the residential plans.
Okay. Someone want to address that? I think.
States, like all the utilities throughout the state, and like none of them mention that.
Okay.
I mean, is that reasonable, or does that need to be investigated or something?
Okay. Did someone want to address that? I mean, I don't know if Andrew, if you're prepared to talk about that. I think
This is John Richards at Northwestern.
Yeah.
Keep that rate. That is the proposed RG1 or FG1 rate. The last sentence of the application portion of that rate, what Travis is asking for has been added. It's further up. Right there. Last sentence of the top paragraph.
Oh.
Because that's not added currently.
Correct.
So that's the proposed tariff is to add that language in. So what if this gets approved, then that cap will be placed in the tariff and will apply to the service.
Okay.
Okay. So, and I guess just for my own understanding, then Witness Richards, if you do exceed the 20 kilowatts, do you just get what's the consequences of that for the customer?
So it's the same as it has been in the past. The FG1 and the RG1 rate are for customers that do not exceed 20 kilowatts. When a customer exceeds 20 kilowatts, then if they exceed it for 3 months in a 12-month period, they get placed on the small power rate. They progress in the tariffs. And it has been that. And if you look at the CP1 rate, if you look at this rate, the sentence customers who don't meet the criteria will be served under the applicable rate. That's always been there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the CP1 rate defines who goes on that rate. And it does not limit it in any way other than you have to meet the 20 kW threshold. So this sentence clarifies that.
Okay. Okay. So below 20 kilowatts, you're on the R tariff. I don't know if you guys call it residential or not, but
It's below 20 kilowatts is a grouping of rates. It would be the residential tariff, rural tariff, and the general service tariff.
Yeah, I see. And then over 20 is small power. Okay, got it. Okay, good. So looks like we've cleared that up. I appreciate the public comment there to address it, but I'm glad the utilities already considered that an issue and provided a correction to its tariff. So appreciate that. Is there anything else?
Not from us, sir.
Okay. So it looks like we have everything we need for the record. Like I said, we will produce the record to Kate Christensen, Division Administrator, who will make a decision in the case. Let me just review for one more time. We will accept public comments in writing after the hearing's over, but before or at the end of October 6th, we will continue to accept comments up until the end of October 6th. Either through the commission's website or by U.S. mail. Let me mention, we don't have any written comments on file at this point, but whatever we receive by the deadline, we'll put in the record for the administrator to review. So with that, I think we have everything we need. So thanks very much, and we're adjourned. So take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.